Hi, how are you guys doing? I'm gonna be doing a collective reading, a spiritual collective reading, whatever spirit wants to share with you guys at the moment, whatever guides, ancestors, whatever wants to come through for you guys. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you hear it, doesn't matter. You hear it when you need to hear it. But I will say that I've been feeling off like all day. And I've come to realize it has something to do with your guys' reading for today. There are going to be a lot of you who are feeling, I heard, extremely exhausted. Like to the point of just giving up. It makes me want to cry just talking about it, because it feels like this heaviness of, I'm just hearing you guys, my collective, just being like, I just don't care anymore. And it's with everything, whether it be with love, whether it be with your job, whatever you have going on. It's going to be different for everyone. But it's the same energy of like, I'm just going to not give a fuck anymore. That's where you guys are at. You guys are on the bridge, on the brick of that. It almost makes me feel angry for you, because it's like you guys have done the work. You guys have done, Archie, you guys have done the work. You guys have did everything, the sacrifices, and you guys, I almost see you guys in like a corner, like, okay, and I did it. I did, Spirit. I did what you told me to do. I let go of who I had to let go of. I let go of the job that I had to let go of. Why is nothing changing? Why am I still stagnant? Why am I in this place of just like, I'm just here, I'm just floating, Spirit wants to share with you that this is the hermit mode. This is the hermit time. And that's why you guys are feeling that. This is the hermit mode that we're constantly talking about in tarot, or in general, of just like spirituality. When you guys dive deep into your true authenticity and taking that time away, I just feel like you guys are in a point where it's really strong. Like it's pretty fucking heavy. I'm not into astrology like that, because I feel like I'm not smart enough. It's just so much. I find it so interesting. People who do astrology and like they know about the planets and everything, I think it's awesome. Maybe there's something going on. I don't know, because I feel it too. There's like something brewing. There's something like in the air. I feel it's very like, I heard the word tangible. It's just something's happening. But I feel like it's not in a negative way. It may feel that way because you're in the moment and you're in your feelings. Archie's feeling it too. He's over here growling. You're so silly. But I can't help but to feel like it's a transition. Like it's part of this transition that you guys are going through. And trust me, guys, like y'all aren't the only ones. I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling kind of like, I don't know. And it just feels like a collective feeling. I'm sorry. I just put on these new eyelashes at the ends and they're sticking to the bottom. And it's driving me crazy because every time I close my eyes, it like gets stuck. You guys might not see it, but I feel it. And it's driving me crazy. Okay. So let's pull out some oracles and see what's going on, because I want to help you guys out and I want to help myself out, because I want to know what the hell is going on. Spirit guides, loved ones, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and loved ones, for my collective and myself. Spirit, what would you like us to hear? What would you like us to know at this very moment in time? What advice do you have for us from the angels? This is my angels. Oh, they all popped out. My Doreen Virtue. If you like getting tarot cards, I love all her cards. Archie, you found the cards? I knew I dropped them. Thank you. But yeah, all her cards, beautiful, beautiful artwork. Okay, so you guys got 3 here. Oh my god, I'm just dropping everything. I need like a desk. I'm using my vanity set right now. It's big, but I have a lot of stuff on here. A lot of girly things. Girly things. So the first card we have, King of Water. See, look how cool these cards are. They're beautiful. Don't mind my nails. I haven't got my nails done like fucking like 2 months. Okay. trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. So with this card, I'm feeling, wait, let's focus on you. Okay. With this card, I'm feeling like with you guys being in this energy of just kind of like what the fuck is going on and you're just feeling like stuck. Now is the time to volunteer, to do things that make you feel more grateful. You know what's funny? There's something I've been wanting to do with my son with the longest time, because I feel like sometimes us parents, we tend to want the best for our children. So like, I don't know about you guys, but me, like, I grew up with like nothing. I grew up in the hood. I grew up with no money. So like, I know what it's like to not have. So when I had my son, it was like, I'm going to make sure he has everything and more, because I don't want him to feel like, I don't want him to feel like mom ain't got no money, or like, I want him to know that and feel like he can come to me if he wants something, right? So a part of me feels like with all the spoiling that I've done, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's completely made him into negative, but like, you know, the kids, they don't know, because they haven't been through what we have been through, or for those who've been through something similar, they just don't know any better. They just know what it's like to have. So, you know, it's been in my heart lately to do this, especially around the holidays. I'll probably do it with my son, where we'll do some charity work and have him, like, whether it be like for Thanksgiving or something, and serve less than fortunate people, because it's not until they see and know, like, there's really people out there who really don't have shit. And I tell my son all the time, and he's like, oh, like, he gets annoyed, but I'm like, dude, like, you do understand there's kids who can't even like ask their parents for anything because they don't got it. So in that energy, in that sense, I said all that to say this, is that maybe it's the time for you guys to kind of look around and be more grateful for the things that you have. You may not be exactly where you want to be right now, but Spirit is asking you to really like be grateful and relish in these moments, because they're so important. You know, things could be so much worse. You could be fucking sick. You could be dying in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always going to be someone who has it worst. So make sure you enjoy all these, I don't know, that you enjoy these simple moments, because they are really precious, okay? And then we have renewal, Archangel Jeremiah. Review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So what I'm feeling with this card, once again, in this stagnant, you're feeling like it's stagnant, and that it's all part of the journey. Spirit is saying, you may be feeling all these things. You may be thinking like, nothing's happening. I'm doing what I have to do, and like God's not doing anything. No, it's all part of the journey. So Spirit is saying that with this card, maybe the reason why you're stagnant and you feel stuck is because Spirit wants you to take a new direction, have a new mind, have a new idea. Or maybe you've had a new idea, but you're kind of, I'm kind of comfortable where I'm at. And Spirit is saying, no, I gave you that idea. Don't you ignore it now. I gave you that idea. Now you have to run with it. Now you got to go with it. So don't be afraid. Take a new direction. Take a new approach, I heard specifically. Pretty loud. Great sadness. Time to heal. Take time to heal. The need to forgive yourself or others. So as I'm reading this card, so I see a lot of like colors and auras. It was like blinding me, honestly, just now. I saw a lot of green. Like a lot. Like, obviously there's greenery, but I seen the aura around the card and it was even more green. So I'm feeling like there's some forgiveness that needs to be had here. You know, I think of the heart chakra with the green. It's pink as well, but I always tend to think of green energy, Jesus Christ energy, forgiveness. I feel a heaviness. I almost feel like crying. It's like there's someone who did something to somebody, and that's actually was blocking and keeping you stagnant and holding you back because you're not forgiving them. That's for someone very specific. So until you guys overcome this thing, man, it feels heavy. I heard hurdle. Then everything's going to move along swiftly. and smoothly after you get over this thing or get over this, whatever it is that someone did to you. All right. Let's pull out. I love these cards. They're so like, they're like the old style, like, it's like the 60s, right? No, not 60s. What's like the 40s, 50s? I don't know that style. I was way off. 60s is like what? Like the bell bottoms and peace and like, so I was way off. It's probably like the 1920s. That's what it looks like. With the top hats and the tight dresses and the fajas. What do you call it in English? What do you say? How do you say fajas in English? Body shapers? Corsets. I guess. I don't know. Growing up in a Spanish household, we call them fajas. The things you can't breathe in, but we wear because we want to look skinny. I never had a faja until I had my son. Because I had a C-section, so they advised it because it kind of helps you just kind of like, you know, with the surgery and the healing. But I hated it. Oh, I felt like I couldn't fucking breathe in it. It's the worst feeling in the world. I'm like, I don't know how women wear this. Like, especially Colombian women, like they love wearing that shit in their sleep 24/7. I'm like, I can't, dude. Like, I literally legit, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I'd rather be comfortable and be comfortable in my chichos, okay? And chichos means stomach fat, guys, in case you don't know what that is. All right, we have Shadow Self. It's so pretty. Wait, I'm trying to get it to, there we go. That's such a pretty card. And let's pull out what it says. I think I passed it. I did. Okay. Meow. Let's get that focus in because it's such a pretty card. Okay. Night has fallen, and a young girl pauses beneath a stone portal, perhaps seeking guidance from the raven above. The raven stands on high as the all-seeing gatekeeper, hovering between the realm of the conscious and unconscious mind, a harbinger of powerful secrets and revealer of omens and signs. This potent totem was said to fly out of the dark womb of the cosmos, bringing the gift of light from the sun's rays. And so it is in this world of duality. If the light we carry within reflects the higher power, the shadow self is reflection of the dark karmas, which keep us anchored in our unwillingness to face primitive emotions and impulses. Patterns often manifest in the form of unresolved conflicts and the negative judgments imposed on others and ourselves. Carl Jung characterized the shadow self as that which we think we are not. We deem our shadow self a weakness and strive to keep it hidden from the outside world. This act of repression, however, only succeeds in wasting precious energy in empowering negativity. Over a lifetime, these patterns can become rigid, blinding us to the fact that we carry and project them to the world. We only know our lives or relationships are not working, and we feel separate, divided, and imprisoned by our reactions, instead of empowered by our wise actions. The appearance of this card presents you with a powerful opportunity to see how your shadow self could be preventing you from finding peace. Interesting. It could well be the missing link. Maybe that's why you guys are feeling stagnant. Exposing your fears to the light, you will dissolve the power they once had and transmute them into powerful allies. So there is a purpose in this stagnation, in this pause. I just heard Spirit say, I'm trying to speak to them, but they're not listening. I'm showing them signs, but they're just not getting it. So what are you guys not getting? What are you guys not paying attention to? For some of you, I see almost old patterns. Don't be surprised if old patterns are trying to show up. You know what it makes me think of? The book from Joe Dispenza, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. If you guys haven't read that book, get it. It's amazing. Life changer. I just love how he like explains things in a very scientific way about why people have the behaviors that they do. So I said that because it reminds me of a part in the book where he says, like, we repeat these patterns because it's like embedded in us because we've learned it once before, and it's like we just repeat it over and over because our body is used to it. He explains it so much. I'm just not articulate with my words. Let me try to explain it. They say you learn your behaviors from 0 to 6 years old, straight from the womb to when you're 6. So you become almost brainwashed by whether it's your parents, things around you, people around you, society. So that behavior, that personality and your characteristics stick with you until you become aware of them so that you can change it. So it makes me think of another book called Atomic Habits. That's another good one. Go get it. It goes hand in hand with what I'm talking about. I should be a commercialized person. Get the book. And I like the Atomic Habits because they break it down scientifically also, like, to the T. I think it's like after 90 days, like, you have to break a habit, you have to do it like for 90 days or something like that. And then it becomes a routine for you so that you break that habit and you make it into a habit and like a normal day-to-day routine thing so that you don't feel like you're like, oh, I have to change this about myself. It just becomes you. You become a part of it. So Joe Dispenza was talking about the same thing. That's what made me think of. So some of you guys are doing the change. You guys are doing the work. I know you guys are. I feel it because collectively, I feel like that's what you're upset about. Because it's like, I'm doing the work. Why is it not changing? Why is it not working? And it's because it's almost like I heard you're being tested. You're like so fucking close. You're at the fucking brink of it all. And the universe is almost like, did he change? Did she change? Like, did you really learn though? And then and it's been happening to me too. I'm not gonna lie. Like, actually this morning I was thinking like some old minded stuff that I used to like think, and I'm just like, bro, that's not even like, I'm not that person anymore. Like, why would that thought even pop up in my head? Because I promised myself, like, I would never go back to that lifestyle. I would never go back to thinking this way or lowering my standards, or trying to settle for something or someone. I'm not that person. But it was like the old me was almost trying to come back in. And it's that like comfortability of being like, hey, you sure you're done with me? And this is the time. I feel like Spirit is trying to say that this is the time that is like the most important. I don't know why it makes me think of the gym. So like, they always say when you're trying to break the habit of like creating a new habit of, let's say, going to the gym and being more healthy. Excuse me. I feel like I got a burp, but I can't. Okay. And then there's going to be days, I don't know about y'all, but for me, there's days that you're really like, I don't want to fucking go. I don't want to go to the fucking gym right now. I just massaged 6 people today. You think I want to work out after that? And my mistake was I should have worked out earlier prior to my job, but I tend to do that and then I regret afterward. But those moments are vital. That's what Spirit's trying to say. The moments when you feel like I don't want to do it is where the magic happens. This is the moment in time where Spirit is watching, God is watching, your guides, and that's another thing too. They're here to help you. And I've said this before in my other readings. Listen, your guides are literally like, they have your back. But what a lot of people don't know is that they can't help you unless you ask for their help. I don't know what it is. I don't want to get deep and esoteric about it, but there's like a law or something about them, like being allowed to just help. Like, yeah, they can do things and kind of nudge you. But if you guys really need that help and you're just feeling so stuck in like I heard overburden. Everyone's feeling very overburdened. And they're just there like, man, I'm here to help. They're not asking me. So this is for a specific group of you or someone specific. It's like they want to help you, but you have to ask for the help. For some reason, they can't help unless you verbally say like, yo, I need you. Now's the time. I can't hold this load anymore. There's only so much I can do, and I've done it all, physically, mentally. I feel like crying again. There's someone here that's just like fucking over it. And you guys feel like you're up against the wall and you just can't take it anymore because you've done the work for so long and you have not seen the fruits of your labor yet. But I swear to you guys, like it's coming, guys. You just can't stop. You have to keep going. You have to be the magician. You have to be the ones who can transmute. You know, we have the power to be like, fuck that. Like, I know my life's gonna get better. And even when you're feeling it in your fucking body and in your soul, like, I can't take this anymore. Like, nothing is changing. What's going on? Like, to be able to have the strength to be like, it's gonna work out for me. The universe is working out for me. The universe is working things out for me. Things are gonna work out in my favor because I'm trying and I'm working hard and I love life and I love myself. It's hard, guys. I know. I fucking know. I'm just here to tell you, like, you're not alone. I understand. Because you feel it in your core. And how can you, like stay positive? When you're feeling all these things, but it's your body trying to, like, what's the word? Regulate? Oh my gosh, no. That is not the word, Denise. Another great book, Cybernetics. You know, I'm not gonna get into that, but read that book because I just feel like I'm so bad at it's like I understand what the book is trying to tell you, but I'm so bad at explaining things. But basically, your mind is kind of like an AC unit. You know, when you put the AC, like, I want my house to be 73 degrees. So let's say your mind is set that way. So the house will be set to that degree because that's where your mind set it. That's where the thermometer, the machine thing, whatever it's called, is set to. So our minds are kind of like that. So for us to be able to change our home and how it feels in here, it starts with the thermostat. It starts with the dial. The dial is our brains, the way that we think. And then it controls everything else in the house. Do you want it hot? Or you like me? I like to sleep in the cold. I like to freeze with the blankets over me. Yeah, Psycho-cybernetics. I'm sorry, guys. Spanish was my first language, so sometimes I'm It's a very good book. There's a girl who breaks it down so good. Oh my gosh, I've been following her for years, and she's the one who actually put me onto that book. But I dropped this card and I feel like I need to read it. I forgot her name. Oh my gosh, I've been listening to her for years, but the way she breaks it down is like so understandable. I'm gonna put her name and just look her up on YouTube. If I can think of her name before the end of the reading, I'll definitely share it with you. No, I'm not gonna remember. I'll post it when I'm done. We got Sacred Fool. Now I'm gonna read it. It's gonna drive me crazy now because I really want to remember her name. I feel like her YouTube name is like The Revolution or something like that. Was it Sacred Fool? Where's my glasses? I don't feel like getting up to get it. Archie, go fetch my glasses. Oh, found it. All right, 85. $83, $85. All right, cool. Boom. Cool artwork too. Imagine a life free from concern about the opinions of other people. A life where you feel brave enough, free enough, trusting enough to play the fool. To make a choice, even if it seems illogical, unreasonable, daring, or downright foolish. Cast aside sensible opinions and poker faces. The Sacred Fool invites you to live unafraid, to take a risk and step away from the confines of what seems sensible and logical in life. There's much to be said for common sense. practicality, and a grounded approach, especially with spiritual matters and creating a life that fulfills your dreams. But if you are really going to live, love, thrive, and create this lifetime to be original, then you are also going to need to be willing to run the risk of being seen to be the fool. Some people will call you stupid, naive, foolish, and delusional if you dare to dream and follow that dream in all the ways you can possibly imagine. If you refuse to give up, even if others tell you that it hasn't happened by now, it's never going to happen, then they might say you are a child, silly, disconnected from their idea of the real world. Don't listen to those voices. They don't understand that the power of the fool is truth. In the court, the fool was the one the king would trust and ask for advice. Why? Because he was allowed to speak the truth where others were trying to speak politically smart choices to win them power. The fool just called the spade a spade. When the fool in you speaks, it's to tell you something true. It might seem inconvenient, frightening, or exciting. It might turn your world upside down or inspire you with greater happiness and faith. It's not your job to reason it away or say that it's too difficult or dangerous, potentially deluded to act upon that truth. It's your job to It's your job to remember that the game of life can only be won if you are willing to take the risk and play it. So when the sacred fool is part of your hand, listen up, take a chance. Take a risk and forget what other people think. Instead, listen to yourself and live true. You know what this makes me think of? I've been doing YouTube for like years, but I would always do it sporadically. So I would be like heavy on doing readings and like doing like topics or whatever. I would do like maybe like 2 videos a week for a few months and then completely stop for like 2 years. Then I'll start again and then I'll go back. And it made me think of it because I was fighting internally about my YouTube videos. My thing was, I felt like I look awkward on camera. I have this thing about my teeth. I don't like my teeth. And I'll be real about it now because I really don't give a fuck. Like, I feel like I have one tooth that's longer than the other. And I'm sharing this with you guys because, so you guys understand, like, we all have insecurities. You know, there may be people like, oh, what are you talking about? Your teeth are fine. But to me, in my mind, it bothers me. Like, I see it and it bothers me. And I feel like I look weird. Look at my double chin. Oh, my hair is frizzy. Oh my God, my eyelashes aren't pretty. I don't have makeup on. Look at that two-tone in my face. Oh my God, look at my messy room. I don't live in a fucking mansion. Oh my God, I have my artwork on the floor instead of on the wall. Look, my dog's on the floor. Archie's staring at me like, what the fuck? I'm trying to sleep. Oh my God, there's a mess in here. I don't have the correct lighting. I have a cheap phone. All the million reasons you can think of to not do what you want to do. And you're allowing yourself to be stopped. Listen, there's this guy I love to this day. I've been watching Tyler's Tarot for fucking years. And I absolutely love him. He's like the realest motherfucker there is. Like, he don't give a shit. Sometimes he'll get on camera and have a drink and have a good time and like, and I think to this day, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure to this day he tells me like, he tells us like I just use my phone. Like, he just uses his phone. He wings it. Sometimes he's just wearing like normal clothes. Like, he doesn't give a shit. Like, he's just like, yo, I'm just here. I'm here to read tarot. But his personality, like, and what draws me, at least for me, and of course his other fans, is like, I love how raw he is, how honest he is, how like, I don't give a fuck. And he talks very like vulgar and like, but it's the realness and the authenticity that he brings. And there isn't this like, let me have a perfect background and I have to speak so eloquently and have all these smart words. Who gives a fuck, bro? You know what's gonna happen? You guys, obviously, not everyone wants to be a YouTuber, but anything in life, people will appreciate you and love you for who you are and just being yourself. You ever notice the difference between someone who like trying so hard and trying to be perfect and like proper and like, oh, is that my eyelid? That's a perfect example. Look, and I'm a rock that shit. I'm gonna leave that shit right there on my face. No, but listen, that's a perfect example. That's some shit I would freak out about. We're 30 minutes in right now. That's some shit that I'd be like, oh my God, I have to delete this whole video, even though the reading was so great, because I dropped a fucking eyelash. Bro, I'll put this bitch on right now in front of y'all and not give a fuck. Where's my thing? Where's my tools? And I got the perfect lighting too. Let me turn on this other light with my cheap TikTok thingy. I don't give a shit. But listen, I'm so glad that happened, because that's just a perfect example. Like, my old self would be like, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. I have to like delete it all now, because let me see if I can do it like that. Watching the camera, it feels kind of weird. Look at that. Bam. Bam. That was hilarious. I hope y'all got a laugh out of that. What was I saying? Tyler's tarot. Watch him if you guys want to watch some funny tarot. But not only are his readings very accurate, but he's himself. That's why I love watching him. Oh, I didn't turn it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I forgot I can change the light here. The lighting. I think this is better. It's not as bright. It's kind of blending in my eyeballs. I just love watching him. He's so funny. But I would take watching his videos and just him chilling in his living room, other than like someone having some fancy ass background, or like, look at me, I'm in fucking Peru. Like, who gives a shit, bro? There's probably a fucking fake ass screensaver anyways. Who gives a shit? So stop caring about what people think. Just start caring about what you think. Okay? That was so funny. Let's pull out another. We're not even in the tarot yet. This is gonna be fun. I knew this was gonna be a good reading. And that's another thing. Like, I used to feel pressure to be like, I gotta do a video every single day so I can get discovered. And now I'm like, I don't give a shit. This is fun to me. I'll do it when I have the time and when I have the energy. And I have the time to do it now. Spirit, what do we have? What other messages do we have for them? That's funny, because when the eyelash fell there, I thought it was mascara. And I'm like, I don't even wear mascara. What is that shit in my face? Come on, spirits. I gotta go walk Archie. My Archie poos. He's still a puppy, so I have to walk him like 20 times a day. And we have carpet, so yeah, so much fun. I have to put doggy diapers on him so he doesn't get on the floor, and he still does it. Ooh, Lazia of Parvati. I've never pulled that, or this one on Soft Oro. I don't even know what that. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but we're gonna read both of them. Oh, my glasses. Lazia. 169. Okay. Here we go. Isn't that so pretty? I want to do paintings like this, but of like angels. There is a gentler way to proceed and obtain the same or even greater effect. Tame the wild and frenzied workings of the mind by grounding yourself with beauty, pleasure, and grace. Violence and its negative effects shall be overcome and healed through feminine gentleness and inner spiritual strength. This oracle is a sign of great future happiness. I'm telling you guys, it's coming, and I feel it. You guys may not feel it right now, but I feel it, and it's coming. Parvati is a universal mother in her gentle aspect, although, as with all mothers, her fierce side will emerge if it's needed to protect her children. She is beautiful and benevolent and evokes the qualities of love, connection, creativity, and devotion to... Pause, please. Ooh, this is a long one. To a higher purpose. The divine goddess has many names. The Parvati is also known as Jagatambe, the mother of the universe. Her son is Ganesha. The elephant-headed... Oh, I knew that sounded like Indian. Her son is Ganesha, the elephant-headed deity who fosters success in all new ventures, protection from obstacles, and is of particular benefit to those who feel drawn to right. Parvati is mother to all, and her presence in a reading augurs success on every level. With Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, love, and spiritual enlightenment, and Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom, music, and creativity, Parvati is Tridevi, the sacred triune of feminine nature or triple goddess of Hinduism. Parvati is a divine archetype. I'm sorry, I said Indian or Hinduism. You know what? I'm just shut up. Parvati is a divine archetype of the vital, competent, creative, and loving woman. When her oracle appears, there is an opportunity to heal one's mother wounds and one's relationship with the feminine more generally. She helps heal wounded hearts and teaches us how to belong to ourselves. So this makes me think of the first card I pulled for you guys of having this forgiveness. So maybe a lot of you guys need to forgive your mother for something. Where to go? As Tridevi, when you connect with Parvati, you also connect with Lakshmi and Saraswati, as all three are one. So this oracle also brings comfort for matters to do with material prosperity, love, relationships, expressing your voice, and fulfilling your higher purpose. Parvati is a consort and wife of the wild god Shiva. He loves to meditate and has a fierce temper when distracted from his spiritual practice. Wrathful as he can be, he is a protector deity and the destroyer of evil. Parvati stimulates her husband's passion through her skillful practice of yoga. He is aroused from meditation by the powerful energy she generates, and he performs his fierce cosmic dance, Tandava, which brings an end to that which needs to be annihilated so new life can emerge. The vigor of Shiva's dance in our lives can be intense. Sorry, my light just died. Oh my god, it's too bright. I can't see. I need a dimmer light. I guess that's... Ugh. Look at them bags, bruh. I don't care. Whatever. What were we just talking about? I don't care. I love me and my bags. All right. I can't see. Let me turn this way. I feel like I see better like this. Okay. Parvati's dance, Lasya, provides balance and calming grace when the soul needs gentleness and comfort. Parvati dances her dance of happiness, leading us along our path without requiring us to continually push ourselves beyond our limits. Her wisdom protects us from breakdown, guiding us into breakthrough. Her oracle indicates that even though we may grow through intense challenges, there is a calming influence which can help us if we are willing to allow for it and be kind to ourselves. When Parvati knows that a more dramatic intervention is the only way to conquer a particular evil in our life, she will manifest as a ferocious goddess Kali. One story holds that Kali was so intent on destruction that the fate of the world hung in the balance. So her husband Shiva appeared before her as a crying babe, which instantly evoked her maternal instincts and calmed her back into her state as Parvati. We can trust that the Divine Mother loves us and responds to what is needed, but also knows how to get things done without being more heavy-handed than necessary. She is genuinely moved by our suffering and will manifest in whatever forms are needed to heal. Her oracle asks you to to invoke her. Who knows? Maybe provoke. Maybe that's needed. Or maybe you are being provoked. I lost it. Oh, invoke her and trust what transpires if you're... Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Her oracle asks you to invoke her and trust what transpires is for your healing and spiritual fulfillment. Give up the notion that the deepest issues require a most difficult path to heal. Let her Lasya dance of happiness and grace unveil a gentler and more loving way. And as I was reading that, it makes me think of that, like the magician card. And when we talk about transmutation, taking something and turning it into something else, like how our minds can naturally do that, and it's so easy. It's just that we tend to allow our emotions to get the best of us and overpower it. But having that understanding that, guys, our minds are so powerful. Our minds can do it all. Let me try to... This light's kind of... I don't know why the lower light is bothering me more than when the light on top was on. But, yeah. What I just said. I forgot what I said. So knowing that that energy, if you guys want to work with that energy, you can. If not, it's totally fine. I'm not telling you to like pray to her or anything like that, but you know, we can work with that, whatever energies that we want. I'm going to turn on the light. This, I don't know why this bottom one is like hurting my eyeballs, or maybe I can just turn it off. Can you guys see me? I just feel like it's too dark. Hold on. There we go. I feel like that's so much better. Yeah, I can see better. Okay. Plus I don't have my eyes. I'm tired. It's late. I don't have my glasses on. So when, I don't know, when a certain light hits me a certain way, it like blinds me. Maybe I'm just getting old. I need to get my eyes checked. It's been harder to like drive at night. And I know it's because the lights blind me now, so. Yep. Yeah, Archie. I'm getting old, Archie. We have Ain Sof Or. And then we'll pull some tarot if you want. We're 41 minutes. Oh, nice. 129. We'll just pull a few because I'm really tired and I work tomorrow early, so I want to get my day started with some like yoga. All right. This is of course another pretty card. A way through this struggle has already been created for you, and you are being led onto that path. Your authentic soul path may include recognition and acclaim, notable success and admiration. Be grateful, but do not be dazzled or distracted by such experience. Focus on what connects you to your heart and grounds you in the simplicity of spiritual truth, which is the practice of love, kindness, and peace. This will allow for successful progress in the material world without disturbing the sanctity of your soul. So while I was reading that, I just heard a lot of you need to take some time away from your phones and technology in general so that you guys can become more grounded, because once you become more grounded, you're able to distinguish. Specifically, I don't know why Spirit is saying like you guys are able to distinguish something. I guess figure out, I don't know, whether it be like your shadow thing that you're trying to heal from, or figure out what, like, you know, if you're feeling a certain type of way and trying to like your triggers, like trying to figure out your triggers. Some of you guys are being a little bit too distracted. So don't watch TV before going to bed. Maybe try reading a book, or lay in your bed and be in prayer instead of meditative state. Don't be on your phones as much. Less screen time. More time outside. Go out for walks, be in nature, hug a tree, lay on a tree. Just lay on the grass and look at the sun, let the sun hit you. Even if it's just for like a few minute walk. You guys ever notice if you're in a bad mood, you just go for a walk, and people tell you all the time, like, oh, I don't want to. But once you finally do it, you're like, man, this feels amazing. I should do this more. I'm just saying it because I do that shit all the time, and I get mad at myself, like, I should be doing this more. Like, I know better. We know better. So why aren't we doing it? So do it. All right. In the mysticism of the Kabbalah, An Sof Or is the first and truest light. It emerges from the absolute, which is pure emptiness, beyond all characteristics, phenomena, and form. The capacity to create something from apparently nothing is one of the definitions of magic. What was I just saying about being the magician and make, you know, transmutation? An Sof Or is a universe pulling rabbits out of hats on a cosmic scale, because the spiritual light emerges from the spaciousness of infinity potentiality. It is imbued with endless creativity, resourcefulness, and spontaneous responsiveness. Whatever is needed is made manifest, provided to the receptive heart, and will benefit all beings. Receptivity is the key to unlocking this white light magic of the world. When we are open to it, surrendered to its wisdom, and willing to place that wisdom above our own opinions, we are capable of receiving and benefiting from it. If we are trying to dictate its course, or contrive and control it to meet our needs as we think we should be met, then we are not being receptive. The path of control and dominance is regressive. It is not sacred magic, and it is not of the spirit. An Sof Or eliminates the ways of sacred soul magic that create healing and deep fulfillment. It recognizes there is a problem yet does not dwell on it. I'm sorry. I get ahead of myself all the time. I don't know if it's my ADHD, but I want to like read 2 sentences all at the same time. It recognizes there is a problem, yet does not dwell on it, nor evoke toxic mind games of blame and shame. It focuses on solutions underneath fancy words, outlandish claims, and complex doctrines. The light of spirit is recognized by its effect. Genuine spiritual connection helps us outgrow our problems. Ego will tell you a situation is too complicated or someone else to blame. Or if you could just change this one thing, healing could happen. But when you are an ego, you are not spiritually effective. You will be locked in suffering and confusion. As a human being, you are able to use your free will as you choose. You can focus on the negative and distance yourself from the light, refuse to trust and insist you always know what's best. You can choose to feel unappreciated, betrayed, or afraid when life does its unpredictable dance. Spirit will love you and seek to help you even when you use your free will in such a way. At any time, you can choose to say, enough of that misery. And open your heart to connect with the higher creative and healing intelligence of the light. Like I was saying, when you're transmuting your feelings and your thoughts and being like, okay, I may feel this thing, but saying like, no more, enough of that misery. We're not going to be stuck in that feeling right now or anymore. I'm going to repeat that again. At any time, you can choose to say enough of that misery and open your heart to connect with the higher creative and healing intelligence of light. No matter how much our wounded minds or broken hearts may believe a situation cannot be healed, Onsof R is always there. It reminds us that whether we can see it or not, there is a spiritual path through all troubles. Now I feel like crying. That path can be so beautiful, we will become profoundly grateful for the struggle which caused us to grow, even if we never wish to repeat that experience. I just feel like you guys are going to be so like rewarded for this. Like all of this it's not going to be all for nothing. I promise you that. I feel it in my soul. I feel it in my heart. And even though right now you guys may be feeling like, damn, like this is fucking hard. Like I don't want to do this anymore. I've been doing it for so long. Like when are things going to change? Spirit is saying, don't let go. I heard, don't let go. Don't let go. Like I got you. Don't let go. Acknowledgement is the beginning of healing. If something isn't quite right, be kind. Sorry, I thought someone was at the door. Be kind and wise enough to admit it. Then seek out the genuine light which will evoke peace in your heart. Have the courage and trust to let go of approaches that will not lead you anywhere worth going. As you open yourself to what is, even the unexpected difficult twists of fate, you will become ever closer to the radiant grace and luminous clarity which is reassuring you, healing you, and guiding you and loving you. And I love that was the last oracle card that I pulled, because it's just a confirmation of like all of this is not going to be for nothing, guys. I promise you that. It's like something's got to give. Like, yeah, I feel you guys, because I feel it too. I think it's a collective thing that's going on for a lot of you guys. I just heard the work will not be in vain, even though you may feel that way. Okay, guys. We're 49 minutes in, but I still kind of want to pull some tarot. Just a few. Nothing crazy, because it's late and I'm tired. I'm with you guys. I'm with you. Excuse me. Even in your moments when you feel like you're alone, you're not, I promise. I'm here. We may not know each other, and I say this all the time, like, I love you guys. And we're all in this together. No, but seriously, we are. Even though it may not feel like it sometimes. I just heard some of you might get little reminders here and there from spirit, and sometimes you almost like, I see somebody second guessing it and they just want to let you know, and they're confirming like, no, it's us. Yeah, we did that for you. It's just a reminder so you guys know that, like, so you know you're not alone. We're here. We're here. We're here to help you. We got your back. It could be the simplest thing of like, I don't know, you see a specific bird that you never fucking seen in your neighborhood before, or like just little like random things. I remember a few months ago, I was at work and I decided to take a break outside because I was feeling super anxious and I was like going through something, and I went outside, and in the back of where I work at, there's like this pretty field that I like